Hello, hello. How's everybody out there? Little YDBT Daily coming at you every day. Try to get you some content, something different. Instead of waiting for every other day or once a week to upload, I'd rather just talk to you guys about whatever every day. A lot of you that were lucky enough to be members of the dating channel. Yesterday's show was fucking great. Listen back to it this morning. That's a good time. That's a real good time. And if you guys are not members of that dating channel, do yourselves a favor. Subscribe. Your girlfriends will hate me at first. Then they'll say, this motherfucker's right on the money. Let them not give out all the secrets. So as always, I'll say hi to the people here. Well, today we'll talk about low DA means danger zone. For many boosted applications, you guys know why. The ones that know. But this is for the ones that don't know. And what do you mean? If it's cooler out, it's better for the motor, isn't it? Sure. It'll make power. Your fuel system's going to hate it, though, if it's not adequate. Do you know what I'm saying? Nick Rogers says, if you missed TDC last night, you should add to watch later. It was a great episode. Denzel, boosted 79. Jared Wells, mini bike madman. Dustin Engler, fresh pasteles, boosted 79. Daniel Paredes, twice. We got Garrett Solas, Blake Bailey, D-Rock Fox. Wanted me to check out some chicks bending over in front of a fucking mirror. That's porn. I like chiropractic adjustments. It's at least somewhat therapeutic. JD Swag, one of the mods. Josh Roy, never let off. Gallo Bravo. Alfredo Diaz. Joe Mendoza. White Devil 50. We already got Fresh Pasteles. Alfredo Diaz. 508 Josh. Redbird. We got Emilio Manny. 508 Josh. We already got Matt 2011 GT says, excited to see Alex's new Fairlane. Hey, Alex, what's done with your Fairlane? I don't have a Fairlane. I have a Fairmont. So what I'm going to do on the Fairmont is I think the fuel pump socks are clogged. I ordered 5 today from beefcakeracing.com. Full price. Didn't ask for anything because got to support the site. And then I'm going to go ahead and put them on and see if the car fuels properly, because I took 5 gallons out of the Fairmont, put it in the red car. Now that motherfucker's acting up. So there's something going on with the fuel. It's probably mostly water. I have no idea what's going on, but we'll figure things out. So real quick, let's talk today about boost, cold weather, and stressing out your fuel system. So you ever notice first thing in the morning, car fucking rapes. It runs really good. Then by the afternoon, this thing's a slug. You're like, man, it's 85 degrees out and runs like shit. This morning at 69 degrees, hey-o, it was running great. So why can't I get that all the time? Simple, air density. There is a lot more available air and inlet air temp. It is cooler, denser air being sucked in by your motor, and the car feels phenomenal. Then later in the afternoon, there's less air available. There's more moisture in the air, and now the car doesn't have as much air to basically use up, and it feels sluggish. But let's talk about boosted applications. Let's say you ran all summer with a budget style fuel system. A lot of you guys go budget because you're poor. I don't know why the hell you're racing if you're poor. It's not a poor guy's game, but that's okay. So then you guys get a budget return style fuel system. It's fine. It's no big deal. It's been good all summer. What's the big deal? And then you hear, oh my God, Cecil or one of those raceways. By the way, shout out to New England Dragway. That's closing too, huh? Epping, New Hampshire. Yeah, look it up. That bitch is closing too. So let's say you go out there with, 51 degree weather, 10% humidity, super dry, DA in the negatives like you get at Maple Grove. Your car is probably going to go a fucking half second quicker than it did at 85 degrees at 70% humidity. It's going to fucking fly. Well, what does that mean with your car? It's going to make more power. There's more available air. But now with all that extra air density, your fuel system is going to cry because it's going to try to adequately fuel the car for the extra air it's actually using. So a lot of people, let's say you were getting by with 15 PSI or let's say 14 PSI in a Paxton with a return style fuel system and twin BAPs, right? Just threw some BAPs on it. It's fine. Then you go out there and now you need that little extra oomph. You almost wish you had that 4 Innovations fuel system in there with the proper boost reference line, with the proper adequate pumps, either 2274s or 2285s or 2274s and a 285 on deck on a Hobbs. Then you have plenty of fueling. I am a big proponent of overdoing your fuel system. Huge proponent. I don't think if you're planning on making 850 horsepower that you should get a 850 to 900 horsepower. We're talking wheel now. Available fuel system or potential to cover 850 to 900 wheel fuel system. I'd rather you have an 1100 horsepower capable fuel system because you have that much headroom. I don't want your duty cycle. If there is, you can't log duty cycle on pumps. It's like 49 all the time. They're 50, which is half. Long story. So, whoa, big burp. What's wrong with you, bro? You're like a little man. So, I don't want you to be like at 90%. Same thing with your injectors. If you're at 850 wheel horsepower supercharged, I think ID 1000s or FIC 1000s or D-Torque 95s are really close. I'd rather you have a ton of headroom. We've already gone over the injector dynamics calculator, the injector basically duty cycle calculator. If you need, if you have 1,000 horsepower car, you're going to need 1,300s or 1,700s. And it all depends on compression ratio. It all depends on valves per cylinder. It depends on RPM, many things. So a lot of people are now starting to find out, oh my God, I have a weak link in the car, and it is the fuel system. The fuel system is now not adequate, and it shows or rears its ugly head when there's more available air. So guys, be careful. If you are in the danger zone, meaning a budget style return style fuel system that has pumps smaller than 274s, and you're boosted on E85, you go out there to finish the season. Oh, you're going to finish the season all right. Like, I don't understand people that are like, yeah, it's the last race of the season. I don't care if I blow it up. You don't care if you blow it up. I care if you blow it up. I don't think it's okay to blow something up at the end of the season. I'd rather just live to race another day. But some of you guys are like, it's okay. I'm just going to build it in the off season. What off season? The test and tune off season? You're not in any like league or anything like that. So why would you blow it up if you're a test and tune guy or a cars and coffee guy every, once a month? I don't understand that. Also, you're going to start seeing guys that NA guys are going to start taking their hoods off. By the way, there's a guy on Instagram. I'm going to call him out when I get a hold of him next time. I'm like, yo, put your fucking hood on. Put your fucking hood on. Stop driving around without a hood thinking you're fucking king daddy. You look stupid. Put your hood on, stupid. It's not a Honda. Put your hood on. These fucking idiots with their over the radiator intake. Now the car is useless and y'all take the hood off. Why? Weight reduction? How much is a hood, guys? 15 pounds? 20? Tops? It ain't no 30 pounds. Fuck me. People taking their hoods off on S550s blows my freaking mind. Those guys are going to go out there, run their personal best, right? They're going to say, oh, it ran a 10.9 in negative 1,000 DA. Get ready for an 11:30, 11:40 time slip next summer. Well, what does it matter, Alex? Well, it matters because let's say you completed your build. You completed your build late summer, okay? And then you go out there and race it for the first time and you go, I got a 1099 car, badass. Come springtime and summertime, no, you really have an 11.3, 11.4 car. I don't understand why. The same reason fuel systems stress out in negative DA is the same reason you are going 1099 in your NA car in this weather. Florida does not have those great glory days. Maybe they have 2 or 3 weekends where they are badass. Now, up where Lund Racing is at, they have way more of those days. Up near the Bradenton area, Orlando area, similar areas above the frost line, they have way better DA than us down here. Now, the track is closing, so the point is moot. But we don't get negative anything days down here. Maybe we get a 500 day, maybe we get a 400 day, but we never get a negative 100 or a negative 200 day, where I think in Bradenton, you can see 2 or 3 days where it's like negative 500, negative 6, depending, because, it could literally frost over there. I remember one year I went to the Wanna Go Fast half mile in Ocala, and that bitch was fucking frosty. It was 30 degrees. We were out there racing 700 and 800 horsepower cars, 30-degree weather. So fucking stupid. So that's all I got to say for that. We'll talk some shit with you guys. Someone talked about my small block Ford project with the Fairmont, or my Fairlane. And now they're considering it. Look, guys, Coyote, in my opinion, is still king. Dollar for dollar, because the Coyote is not only powerful, is efficient. You can put a Coyote in it and get 20 plus miles a gallon, or you could put a small block Ford that's comparable to a Coyote in terms of power and get 8 miles a gallon, maybe 10, maybe 12. So in terms of efficiency, nothing beats a Coyote. So you guys got to understand the reason I want to go small block Ford is to satisfy my tinkering need. Right now, if you have a Coyote, you can't tinker on shit. All you can do is replace cold airs and replace sensors. You can't tinker, you can't tweak, you can't mess around, you can't nothing. Everything's done via a laptop, and even less if you don't have access to the tuning. If you don't do your own tuning, you got to hope your tuner's willing to do what you want them to do, even though it makes no fucking sense. Now, let's move on to another thing. Let's say you have a Gen 1 Mustang. And let's say it's 2014. It's 2014. It's 7 years ago. You have a Gen 1 Mustang. And you're driving it. Things running great for, I don't know, months. Awesome. Then one day you go racing and it decides to not shift where it needs to shift. It flies up the RPM and slams the limiter and you're like, what the fuck is that? What do? The car's on a bone stock tune from Ford. Nothing's done to it, you know? What do? Do you call the Ford service line and say, think you guys need to lower the 1-2 shift? Think you guys need to lower the 2-3 shift. Hey, can you do me a favor, Ford? I ended up smashing the limiter on the 4-5 shift at 180 miles an hour. Can you bump that out of the way? Hey, the car's acting totally different now than it used to. So what should I do? No, you would never think of that. You would say, take it to the service department and say, what's wrong with this car? Because the tune does not learn. The tune does not change. The tune is not artificial intelligence. The tune is the tune. It's raw numbers that are put into certain areas, and those numbers are static, meaning they do not change. Like the spark table doesn't just move one day. The RPM rev limiter, the rev limiter for EOT, the rev limiter for neutral, none of that changes. The speed limiter doesn't change. So why would you want the tune touched if the car has been running fine for months and all of a sudden it doesn't? I'm still blown away that people want the tunes tweaked for no apparent reason. If the tune has worked for months or years, nothing needs to change. You need to figure out why now the car is acting different, whether it be trans issues, sensor issues, tire spin, conditions outside. You have to take care of that. The tuner did his job the moment he said, final tune attached, see you later, bye-bye. Everything else is up to you after that. Budget 255 LPH and a single. Got it. Jesus. Love this shit, says Bronco Stang. Need to run that M5. Excuse me. Give that Mariana timing. Wow, another track closing. Draggy sales must be spiking. Supposedly, if we look up New England Dragway, I think New England Dragway closing. No, it's scheduled. So someone had it somewhere that I think I saw it on Facebook or something like that. And supposedly, some people came in and made an offer for the whole facility. These are rumors, but where there's smoke, there is fire. So supposedly, New England Dragway has been offered. Someone offered to take up the whole motherfucker, and you know what they're gonna do? They're just gonna develop it into homes, and the town is gonna go like this. Wait a minute. The board, the town, whoever runs the show there, they're gonna go, wait a minute. A development company is going to come in. They're probably going to put up hundreds of houses in that area. Each house is going to sell for $350 and up. Taxes, property taxes, excise tax, or just more people come to the area and spend more money and live here because you want to attract the Boston people, right? The people that commute in and out of Boston, up and down 495 and 95. So the town's not going to say, nah, we're just going to preserve this dragway that's open for 6 months out of the year and give us a certain amount of money in terms of revenue, or we're going to let these land grabbers go in there, take it all, make a bunch of houses, and we can make double, triple, quadruple, tenfold the tax money. It's not that difficult of a decision, guys. It's not that difficult. So don't be surprised if all of a sudden in about a month or two, you're going to start hearing rumblings of New England Dragway closing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. In for the like. Catch replay later, says Zach Carroll. Just how you do it. I'm a young guy trying to find some good stick car info. In your opinion, which is a better buy? Manual boosted Coyote, Gen 2 or Gen 3? Gen 2. Or a C6 Z06 HCI making a box just under wheel. Both being in the same price range, by far the C6Z. If both are in the same price range, the C6 Z06 is a more of a premium vehicle than a Gen 2 Mustang, 100%. Better not be Walmart going there. They have dirt bike track there, so it's badass. D4 and a centrifugal is 355 okay with 373s or 409 make first use list. No, I think you need fuck. If I'm gonna drag race a D4 centrifugal car, I would put 430s in the bitch. How does Ford Performance justify $23,625 for a 5.2 XS NA motor and $25,995? You get the GT500 engine. That's an interesting one. So I don't know that the 5.2 XS has the Predator bottom end, but it might. $23,625 for a 5.2 XS or a $25,995. You get the GT500 engine, blower included. Boy, you have to send me a link. I have to check about. I mean, that's crazy. Why would okay? The 5.2 XS is NA, isn't it? 11-1 or 12-1, whereas the GT500 motor is 10-1. But you could still make over 1,000 with E85 and the right bolt-ons. Godzilla made 900 on 8 boost. Godzilla made 900 on 8 psi boost. Who cares though? No one. Like, I love the people that are pushing Godzilla down everyone's throat, and I'm like, I understand why you're doing it. No one cares. And again, that is one of those things where you're measuring your dick from your asshole on an engine dyno. I don't trust engine dynos for shit. Do you know why? I think engine dynos, after seeing what was the show? Engine Power. They had a Whipple Coyote. Engine Power, Power Nation TV. On an engine dyno. Bro, it was the biggest bullshit fucking scam. Bro, what a scam bullshit. Because you guys know. It's 100% bullshit. So check it out. Engine Power. So, if the Godzilla made 900 on 8 PSI, I want to find the Whipple that made 1,000 on pump gas. A Whipple Coyote F-150 motor without VCT. I was like, oh, y'all fucking smoking. I'm okay with them showing those numbers. That's what it made on their dyno. No problem. Put it in a car. And then tell me what it makes in a car. And until you tell me, because at about 650 wheel, the Coyote boosted, starts to go, that's enough of that bullshit. But on Engine Power, on that Power Nation, whatever the fuck, they had the audacity to say that a Whipple supercharged F-150 based Coyote motor with VCT locked out, who the fuck knows at what angle, made 1,000 horsepower. Stop it, please. Stop it. Why are Godzilla's engines a conversation piece? Because I think Ford is paying certain media outlets to push it. Ford has to be. There's an engine builder that's like hanging his whole hat on Godzilla. Why didn't he fuck with Coyote? Like, I'm blown away that he fucks with Godzilla only. Why didn't he fuck with Coyote and show us the badass shit you can do with Coyote? I never heard it. So that's when I go, all right, so you obviously have a pushrod bias. So that's fine. I love small block Fords. But this 7.3 liter Godzilla, it's a dud to me. It's heavy. It's tall. It sucks. What's a deleted message that the homeboy got rid of? Yeah, some guy's spamming. Got it. Thank you. Isn't Godzilla just an updated Windsor? Not really. Hey, Alex, I'm going to pull you down on a 12 GT500 on a 2.9 Whipple with E85 currently and 325. How far would you tend to? I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. Look, I go by horsepower. I don't know what Whipple makes what power for what pulley size. They got Gen 3. They got the 2.9 Crusher. They had the 2.3. They got the Gen 5, the Gen 6, the Gen Element OP. They got a whole bunch of gens. Who the fuck knows? The Grand Sport may be for sale for a 7-second Coyote build, blower, stick, SN95 Cobra. Supposedly, the rumor is that Joel Steele already sold the roller. The rumor is Joel Steele already sold the roller for the quickest H-pattern stick car. I could be wrong, but I said it is a rumor. HP Revolution, stop spamming. Yeah, we'll just get rid of him if he does that again. The GT500 motor comes with the Eaton 2650. The part number for the engine is that. Wow, look at that. Well, okay, if that's the case, then the better buy is the Predator motor than the 5.2 XS. Like, how do they justify that? The intake? Like a $23,000 motor that makes 500 NA or a 700 or 800 horsepower, you know, measuring from your asshole Predator motor? I'd get the Predator all day, every day. They got the smoothing right on that boy. Heavy duty, heavy duty. Isn't a larger fuel injector less taxing on pump gas or the whole fuel system? Isn't a larger fuel injector less taxing? What do you mean? On pump gas? Why do you need a bigger injector on pump gas? Are we talking boosted? I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. Yeah, that's kind of what I asked. 2.9 Gen 5. Yeah, I have no idea. Like, I have no idea what Whipple makes. What a 2.9 Whipple makes on a 325 pulley on a 12 GT500. It's just like any GT500 stock motor, stock bottom end, above 850 horsepower, you're going to start hearing, like when you go watt, you're going to start hearing, and you're like, what is that? Well, it's about to blow up. Wish Whipple had a chart. I know Kenny Bell has a chart, but I don't know if Whipple has a chart. Joe Mendoza says 408 small block Ford faceplated notch would be cool. I don't want a notch. Everyone's got a fucking notch. I'm going to keep hush money. If I was to ever get a Mustang Fox body, it would be 85. Again, 85 white GT. That's what I would get. But what fuel system comes on the 2021 GT500 running a 93 Livernois tune? Stock? What fuel system comes in a GT500? Stock one. I don't know what size pumps. I don't know. I know that the injector is a Predator style MU52, basically a high pressure MU52, but I don't know what size pumps are in the back, but I know that people have made close to high 900s on the stock fuel system, if I'm not mistaken. Has anybody tried to put a man pedal in the 2020 GT500? No. Second shift racing, and that has to be next. Because if HPJ was able to put a turbo 400 in a Predator and run 820s, I guarantee someone's able to put a T56. But the problem is the modes. All the modes are gone. Because once you disable the shift selector, I think the car just reverts and the body control module says fuck you and all the lights are on and you won't be able to take advantage of the Magneride if you have it, the cool shit. I think, but that'd be so awesome if someone got a T56, put it in a GT500. The problem is going to be the tuning because all your lights are going to be on and I don't think the tuner can shut that off. No such thing as a Gen 5 2.9. How the fuck would I know, Bondo Bird? How the fuck would I know? The naming structure of Whipple is retarded. You know what? I can say that because I don't work for Whipple. But if you work for Whipple and say that, ooh, someone might call and say, hey, tell that dude to shut up. Oh, Bondo Bird. What was the main Whipple question? I missed it. What? I'm not going to get on that. Nice. I have an 88 LX and I want to do the 4i front end conversion. Oof, the blasphemy. What I don't know is that high 900 stock fuel system. What I don't care at high. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Did you hear that the 21 F-150 Coyote has a belt-driven oil pump? Blew my mind when a customer brought it to my attention. Yes, and I'm sure it's to get rid of the OPG situation. Apparently, they probably had a bunch of issues since. That's been an old design since way back in the day. And in the Coyote and all other variants, it started to become an issue with resonance. But I wonder how many OPG failures did you see on like older modular stuff? I never heard of it. Where is the line in the sand for too much fuel system. Hypothetically, 700 wheel horsepower boosted Coyote with 2,500 cc. That's fucking stupid. All the fuel pump without adversely affect the tune or car. Hope the family is good. Thanks, Craig. I don't know what the 2,500 cc injector on pump gas. What are we doing? Why are people buying 2,600 cc injectors on cars? Are we planning on running M1? 2,600 cc, whereas a ID 1700 can support 1,100 wheel, or FIC 1650 1,100 wheel. Come on, what's wrong with people? Roush 2018 needs a tune adjustment for headers? No idea. I mean, if it's a Roush tune, I think you could just bolt them on and you'll have the same lights everyone else has, the PO420, PO430, the cat inefficiency threshold reached, whatever the fuck. But I think the car will perform better. Unless Roush has something in there that if you do decide to do anything that it runs like shit. I don't know. Bondo Bird has no hood. You're right. Bondo Bird has no hood. I'm not down with Bondo Bird's bullshit. Bondo Bird's bullshit is not going to fly. I am not going to be a fucking hypocrite. Bondo Bird, put a fucking hood on your car. Sounds like you're feeling better. How's Tony? Tony's good. Tony's been chilling and fucking around all day. He's chilling. Hold up, Alex. I'm about to bump in. You think they would focus on the damn cam phasers before changing old pump gears? Gen 3, I don't know if they changed anything in 2021. 2021 GT, I don't know if they learned about the the cam phaser issue where it reverts back to zero intermittently when the oil needs to be changed, or if you're running 85 and you thin out your oil a lot earlier, after about 1,000 miles, you're going to start having idle issues. I don't think they've fucked with any of that shit. Again, I'm just going back to pushrod. Fuck all this. More fuel, more power. Duh. Hold up. But more gas equals more power. 2,600 cc injectors. Like, when did people start falling in love with 2,600? Why? If your car makes 1,400, it doesn't need, 1,400s? I think they make a 2,000 cc injector, but maybe they said, well, fuck the 2,000, skip right up to the 2,600. At what time we're just going to put a fucking open hose at the end of an injector and call it a valve and call it a ID 5,000? Stop it. Roush's tune sucks. Ask me how I know. Sublime GT500. Now, supposedly, Gen 3 Roush cars have gone 10s. Believe it or not, a stock tuned Roush Gen 3 10R80 car has gone 10s once. The next time goes 11-2 because of the IAT. Second shift racing, fuck with Bondo. Why is everyone trying to be like Cletus McFarlane and running no hood? I think the people go, well, IAT, right? With the hood shut, your IATs will go up. Why do you think I always say have a shielded cold air intake? Again, have a shielded cold air intake. Well, instead of having a shielded cold air intake, they just take the hoods off. They just legit take the hoods right off. I'm going to unpin this comment because I want to be able to see what's going on. Mike Rasovic says, have you seen anyone have issues trying to do a crank relearn while having a watt box installed? Yeah, you can't do one. How can you do a crank relearn if the misfire monitor has been disabled? I have a feeling that's what's causing my 14 to fail. Yeah. Why do you need to do a crank relearn with a watt? What is the purpose of a watt box? What is the purpose of a MSD two-step? If the misfire monitor was turned on, what would happen? And when you engage the watt box or the two-step, it'll throw misfires. So we disabled it when you installed the watt box and the two-step. Now you can't do a crank relearn. Why do you need to do a crank relearn? That's the other thing. You shouldn't have to do a crank relearn. After the tune has been vetted and then you want a watt box revision, I've never had anyone had to do a crank relearn. Bondo Bird also has an over-the-hood intake. Yeah, he's a ricer. He's a ricer, right? He's got a Firebird with a Coyote, but he is literally one of those kids that did an over-the-hood intake, over the radiator intake, and took the hood off the car. Have you heard him shift? He keeps blaming the clutch. Look, when an Indian pulls back on that arrow and he lets it go, and the arrow doesn't hit the proper target, he don't blame the arrow. He goes, I suck. Almost 300 people up in here and only 36 likes. Bro, I don't know what you're watching, Steven Dunzik. There's over 180 likes, but that's almost, that's just a hair over half. Again, people here don't know how to hit the like button. Just hit the like button. That's all I ask, bro. That's all I ask. The dentist tooled injectors, mad flow, yo. Hola, Becho, finally catching a live F-150 S-50. It's going to be a short week. A lot of you guys have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off. We don't. I think we have shortened days in between there. So if you got to get anything done, tomorrow is probably the last day. So don't be like, oh, Alex, I got to race. No, you don't. It's fucking Thanksgiving week. You don't got to race. Why are you racing motherfuckers in Thanksgiving week? Hang out with your fucking family already. You haven't hung out with them all summer building your 11.5 NA grudge car. No prep and weight transfer. Alex, would you ever get into a Gen 1 or Gen 2 Viper if you could coyote swap it? I would never. Are you fucking nuts? You would think I would coyote swap one of the most badass fucking engines out there? Are you psycho? I would never coyote swap a Viper. If I want to make it super gay, sure. But that bitch is bad. You leave it alone. And then guys apparently need 2600s to run higher mixes of nitromethane. So naturally, the average guy running 93 pump figures, they need the same. Stop asking stupid questions. P51 doesn't make more power, says Alexi B. You're fucking preaching to the choir. The bow and arrow reference. I mean, think about it. Imagine you're an Indian and you're like, hey, yo, whoa, hey, yeah, yo, huh. Fucking arrow's a piece of shit. It's like Bondo Bird. Boom, boom. Fucking clutch is junk, man. Let me try another clutch. Doesn't break it in, doesn't wear it in. First of all, why are you on a fucking two-step? Must be the clutch again, Holmes. You could give him a black magic clutch with a T56, and he's going to go out there and go, because, you know, black magic clutches slip a little. Fucking black magic sucks, man. Put an auto in it, bro. Put an auto in that shit. Put you out of your misery. Indian, you bigot. It's Native American. Well, you really want to talk that shit. What do you call the ones that were closer to the Mexico? Do you call them Mexicans? Or do you call them Native Americans? Because they're in North America. So are Mexicans Native Americans? Estúpido? Come on, stop it. Gone are the days where you can get into your car and just enjoy it. Everybody fighting who's the best tuner, talking shit about other people's cars, starting to hate the car scene. Chupapi, I hate the car scene. I can't go out for a ride peacefully and enjoy my car without some bitch ass. You almost got to go out, leave the house ready to race. You got to leave the house. You got to check your tire pressure. You got to make your tunes on point. Ethanol 1R in the bitch. And if you want to get ice cream, just in case some rival tuner's fucking customer shows up, you got to wax his ass. You got to be on point all the fucking time. Fauci says we can all be together unmasked now. Oh, thank you. What changed? Oh, if you have 16 boosters and 15 things up your ass? If you have the vaccine, if you have your asshole, if you have everything vaxxed, you can, fuck you. Ryan Paquette says, 2012 stage 3 Calumet transmission with Exity Mach 600 being installed. Did this require a tune adjustment or a crank relearn? Yes, a crank relearn. Yes, a tune adjustment for the gear ratio, Ryan Paquette, so that your cruise control works properly. Mr. 855 says, hit that like button, guys. Unless you own a 3-valve, then hit the like and leave. So you saying Bondo Bird can't drive? Look, I haven't heard Bondo Bird hit a 2-3 or a 1-2. I love you, Bondo. I love you. He knows I like him. Come on. But I have never heard him hit a shift. You want me to go to his Instagram page and like, oh, come on, bro. Oh, look at my clutch. It's all burned. Shout out to you. I love that guy. I only make fun of him because I like him. He seems to be a really good guy. I've never met him, but I'd love to. Watched the dating channel this morning. Myself had me rolling. Thank you. I believe the term is indigenous. There you go. Indigenous. Exactly. Native American. Aldo Shifts. Just washed the car and at the car wash wanted for me to do a burnout like they help wash the car. Come on, you so fucking gay, vale. It's like What do they say? What do the Mexicans say for burnout? No chillar la goma. It's pélamela, right? Órale, Holmes, pélamela. Fuck. Alex is about to grab the mic and drop a sick beat. Are Gen 1, Gen 2 Vipers motors badass? Never had one. Followed them. My bad. Guess I need to learn. Yeah, they're mostly badass. What's his name? Michael C. Davis, who is trying to get that car noticed in the worst way. His bitch is rolling. That bitch is rolling. It makes good power. You say Fauci? I hear Felci. Why does racing people bother you so much? Why does racing people bother you so much? You must not know this channel, do you? You must not know this channel real well. Fauci said we need smaller math tubes, calibrated for the injector. Used to turn nitrous bottle on anytime I left the house. Never know what's going to happen, says Cracker. No quema, there you go. No quema, there you go. Thank you. I totally forgot. My stock Gen 3 Roush stock weight has 1080 bracket car. Just a tuned pulley buster pump away race gas and it's in the nines. Do it. No fucking way. If that thing runs nines, I'd be fucking blown away. The IAT retard's going to come in and go, bye-bye. El tiempo, bye-bye. Timing, no thank you. What's up, little man? Want to come up? Want to come up? No? You're just watching? He's just watching. Just watching me work. So we got Me la pelan, Ariel Morales, no quema la troca. Pat the One says, even the minivans want to stop light race SUVs. You have to be on point no matter what you drive. Thanks, bud. I'll have to get my 18 Manny on and send in for one revision for everything. There you go, sir. No quema, I was saying no quema. There's a petition to save New England Dragway. Where is it? Send me a link. Alex is about to jam out to Santana. Probably going to get yelled at, but are the paid questions not working? What do you... reload your shit because I got, look, I'll show you. Where's 1080p monitor? Blot that shit. Oh, I love that. Blot that shit. It's the best. Where is it? 1080p monitor. So yeah, see, this is what I see. So I got Mike Rasovic, Ryan Paquette, Mr. 855, and Cuban Coyote all have paid to ask me something. So they're working. 10.8s are NA Gen 3s. The Roush is a turd. Got to brush up on your Edgar lingo, Alex. Exactly. Bondo's still a baller, swapping a Coyote into a fire chicken. No, he's the first. Like when I heard it's just a 6 say, oh, we're going to be the... I'm like, Bondo Bird did that. And he's been racing and missing gears for 3 years. You're good. Affirm's in the house. Get my cut. Holla for Tony. Dude's getting big. Excuse me. He's getting big. He's a prized little pup. What's up, little man? What you doing down there? My prized little pup. He's my boy. He's chilling. So yeah. No stock Roush tune with a tire if it was 10.8. Yeah, it was a 10.8. I think I saw one run 10.8 not too long ago. And I was like, well, that's legit, but it won't do it twice. And it only does it in cold weather. It will not do it in the summer. In the summer, that is an 11 fucking 4 car. Guaranteed. By the time you in the staging lanes, drive it, do a burnout, bye-bye. See you later. IATs are 160. No fucking way is that sucker going to run a 10.8 in 70 and up degree weather. The P51 dude did a vid of his being faster than the PMS and is accusing Nick James of stealing the fender well design. Like, give it up to... Oh, my God. Nick James has had that design for like 2 fucking years, bro. The problem with Nick is he's not really fast, but the guy is... Oh, my God. Stop. People need to stop trying to say Nick stole anything. Like JLT... Oh, I'm sorry. SMB. You'll see what I'm talking about. They accused him of stealing the... I'm like... Well, if they stole your design so much, how come their intake doesn't like suck? If they stole your design so much, what a fucking shit show. Set New England Dragway petition link on IG, of course, on IG. Why the fuck do people send me shit on Instagram? Why don't they send a link right in the chat? Why don't they send a link right in the chat, bro? What is wrong with people? Well, I went to IG. Can you open 700 pages? Fuck me. Here we go. So there's already a Save New England Dragway link right here. See? How many people signed it? 3? 8,311. Let's get 10,000. Our beloved New England Dragway is at risk of being bought as much as a shock of a shock. I'm shocked it's still up. Help us save our home away from home where we have many friends. Oh, fuck you, friendships. It's about money, man. It's about money. No one cares about your friendships. If this track is popping and you guys populate the shit out of it and it's making a ton of money, it's not going anywhere. If it's closed for 6 months out of the year, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Se acabó. Sucks. It sucks. I don't want it to close. Bondo Bird says, my heart. Actually, hold on. LS Bori says, sup, Alex? Great show, brother. Keep it up. Thank you, LS Bori. I think he's a LS Boricua. Matt 2011 GT says, have FIC 1000Hs, 4 dual 274s, G85, and 19 pounds of boost. We'll be tuning for 100 dry direct port in the spring. Should I up the injector? No. Oh, shit, man. Fuck. Actually, yeah, 1440s are your Huckleberry. And 19 PSI, and then you're going to, boy, if you got two 274s, and then you're going to draw, dried. You're going to go dry. Hey-yo. I would do 1440s just to have a little more headroom, because you're in the 800s now, right? My Bondo says, my heart. I had to learn a lot over the last year. When I get it right, you'll see I ain't so bad. Misses second as I type this. See, he gets it. He's good people, man. Going to the track on the 4th, trying to get that 8.5. I don't think you'll have any trouble doing that shit with that air. If the air is good down there, bro, damn, you're gonna run that number, no problem. I can't wait to see it happen, brother. Because I want you to enjoy that car. I know the racing on the street is something that you guys are into. Fuck all that. I want you to run the 850 and be fucking happy. If the fucking Fairmont can run 870, that fucking car has got to be able to run 850. Link is too long to put in the chat, bitch. Oh, gotcha. It's always busy at New England Dragway. Yeah, especially in January when no one's there. Bondo is the 10R80 of stick shift racing. Meaning bad. Guys, I still think people don't understand why we say the 10R80 and the Gen 3 Mustang is not as good as Gen 2. To this day, I've had nothing but issues on the Gen 3 car. Cars with less than 40,000 miles are experiencing issues that they shouldn't be experiencing. And people are like, well, what's wrong? I'm like, what do you mean what's wrong? What's wrong is that the Gen 3 sucks. What's up, buddy? Did you poop out there or something? You're walking all weird. Let me see if homeboy did something stupid. You do something stupid out there? No, you didn't poop or nothing? You good? All right, good. Just making sure you didn't poop. This little dude, when he starts wanting a lot of attention, he did something. Oh, man, I fucked this up bad. Holy shit. There we go. God damn it. Yeah, like Gen 3, guys, is not as good as Gen 2. Again, you guys look at Instagram, you guys look at Facebook, but you see the accomplishments, but you don't see the difficulties that people had getting to that point. Gen 2 has almost no issues. No phaser issue, plenty of parts available, plenty of vetting of the transmission. Most of the real fast cars, consistent real fast cars, are Gen 2 and Gen 1 Mustangs. Gen 3 were just stinking up the joint at ModNats. Cars that are vetted, we've done the vetting, the trans is badass, built by the best people, go out there fucking missing gears. And we're like, man, fuck this thing. Fuck this thing. Oh, it's the tune. Okay, it's been shifting for 6 months. Now it's not. It's the tune. Okay. Dinner time out. Holmes. Made by Batman. Have a good dinner. Talk to you later. There's absolutely nothing around New England Dragway. I don't know why they would even want to build. Leave the track alone. Let the people have fun. Bubba Stang. You develop the land to build 100+ homes and a ton of revenue, tax revenue. You don't think the city, town, whatever, the municipality is going to look at that favorably when they project how much income is going to be projected to be made by that track? It's going to be crazy. By the way, I'm happy as fuck. I finally upgraded phones. I have been with this Note 10 for 2 years. 2 years. This Note 10 has been my dude. And I've cracked it. I fucked it up. I jacked it up. I mean, it's cracked and fucked up. The camera's busted in the back. I see the top one. It's all busted, right? Then I was able to get myself into a Galaxy S21 Ultra 5G. A little badass. I mean, it's like, it kind of dwarfs the Note 10. It doesn't have a stylus, which I'm okay with that. But it is, it's huge. Supposedly has a better camera. So I'm going to see if how it all works out. See if you guys see really smooth video coming up on YouTube. It'll be because of the S21 Ultra 5G. Badass little phone. So transfer everything over. Did it transfer like my Tinder and shit? Because that's all I give a fuck about. Let's be honest. If it didn't transfer over my Tinder, man, I'm gonna return this bit. Yeah, I transferred. It transferred everything over. Bam. Now I got to just, sign in and start swiping. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Look at it, even transferred over all my texts, bro. Fuck. Badass shit. Okay, here we go. How do you turn it off? Oh, there we go. Button's on the wrong side. Maybe the dog sharded. Tony, walking funny with blue balls, wants to go see 22-year-old. Just tuned in, late, dropped by with a like. Gen 3s are amazing as long as you swap them with Gen 2s. Just to hear to say bitcho, even though I never said it before. What could cause a cam sensor code other than the alternator low voltage for 3 valve? I replaced the alternator. It has the code on both banks, previously only on one. Is the sensor actually bad? Like, is it a circuit code? Because I know that 3 valves are weird where it threw a cam code and it's actually alternator. I had a 3 valve. I'm like, it's an alternator? Sure enough, replace the alternator, code went away. Now, if you still have pending codes, it's probably the physical sensor itself. Damn, you rich. I still have the Note 9. I'm not rich. What's good, Alex? Just here for the comments and a thumbs up. Says Angel, Puerto Rico. I can't find the S21 in store anywhere. Been trying to get one. Guys, I went to the Verizon website. They said, what do you want? I said, I want the S21 Ultra 5G. Clicked a couple of buttons. Out of my pocket, it was $110 because I already had this phone paid off. And in taxes, it was here in 2 days. 2 days. Dropped off at my house. They had an SD card in there already. A SIM card. And I just transferred my shit over, and it's working fine. Put a case on that thing. I do have to put a case. I am terrible at tearing new phones up. But I got to get a good case for it because I guarantee I'm going to sit on it and fuck it up. I've done it to every single phone. I bought a Samsung after being roasted for having an iPhone by you. Look, I'm sorry. Look, iPhones to me are a cult. And you can say iPhones are better all you want. Unless you prove it to me. Like, prove it to me. Don't talk to me about airdropping. So I'm a grown-ass man. Don't be talking to me about what kid shit you can do on it. Tell me how it's functional in like a professional atmosphere. Oh, well, you can talk to someone like a rabbit. You can look like a rabbit and you can talk to someone like a rabbit. Fuck you. Alex, your phone has times 100 zoom. Try it. It's insane. I haven't even done shit. Let me see. Photo, video. Let me see. So how do you zoom on this bit? Oh no. Ooh, it flips quick. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. You're not wrong. I can actually read the letters over there. So it's 20. So where's the times 100? I'll figure it out later. I don't want to bore you guys with me fucking with my phone. This is a car-centric channel. OtterBox best phone case. OtterBox is for like 50-year-old guys that clip their shit right here, like, and their belt. And it's like a suitcase on your belt. No, thank you. I'll pass on the OtterBox. I want something nice and slim. Unlocked Android is the way to go. I own a business and the Samsung is 100 times better. I have an iPhone 12 for my personal and the Samsung for business. I love it so far. 100 times zoom. Where do you find that? Like, where is it in the settings? Tell me. I literally just got it. The face recognition is funny as fuck because it didn't recognize my stupid ass beaner face. So, okay, camera. Let me double click. Come on, B. Photo, video, more. I don't say nothing about 100 times zoom. Single take. Don't know what that is. Okay. Photo. Video. Maybe it's under photo. Let's see. Oh, it's under photo, not under video. Okay. So, Jesus. Why do you want 100 times zoom? Boy, you can get good porn out of this fucking phone. Oh, boy, that is no joke. The photo feature with 100 times zoom. I'm reading a fucking piece of paper in the kitchen. Holy crap, that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's bad. I didn't even know that was a thing. Badass. Who cares, right? I need a tune revision for my S21. Now you can get them good pics if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, like far away. Curious, how does the Android work with Apple CarPlay? I don't have any car that has Apple CarPlay. I will probably not buy a car if that's one of the features in the car. You got Apple CarPlay? Get the fuck out of here, or I'm going to fuck you out right now, motherfucker, especially if the salesman uses it as a sales tactic.
Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm going to fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
Fuck iPhone. It's the user interface for me that makes the difference between the Android and the Apple. Tech 21 cover is good for protection. Thank you, Faris Fahad, because it was made in China. They're all made in China, bro. Everything's made in China. The letters over like 15 feet away. Yeah, dude, like it's super clear. So you can zoom 100 times your bitcho and see and see through it. Peeping Tom's 100. You know you're a peeping Tom when you have an S21 Ultra because it has 100 times zoom. If you have an iPhone, you're 12. One thing Bondo does get respect is the post. He posts the struggles. If all stick racers did the same thing, nobody would go with a stick. If you guys saw the amount of work that it takes for someone to go A to B in a reasonably powered stick car, you would never, ever, ever, ever get a stick car. You have to be a glutton for punishment. It's work, it's know-how, and people just hit the easy button, aka an automatic. But when I see a stick racer, someone like a Joe Steele, someone like a Granis, someone like the guy from Tick Performance, someone that is even the truck, right? The LS truck with the purple wheels. I would put Cletus in there, but Cletus is too inconsistent. Like he'll run a couple 7-second passes and 40 PSI and blow it out the shit. But those guys that do it semi-consistently, I'm like, boy, the respect is through the roof on guys like that. Squint your eyes and it will unlock. Android Auto actually not as good as Apple CarPlay. Got it. I don't, guys, I just use Bluetooth audio. I don't need my whole reason for buying a phone is not because it plays well in the car. It's because pictures, texting, apps, user interface, usability, Gmail, Google Drive. That's all I give a fuck about, honestly. This car has Apple Play. You're coming a little too high, essay. Like, oh, it has Apple Play? Cool. Show me something else. Tech 21 case is what you want, slim and not very noticeable, but got sold on it when my friend who would work at T-Mobile will spend all day throwing his phone across the store. Anyone need a set of Oliver I-beam rods, says Azul 50. Phone case support, says JD Swag. There's an Android Auto for that. Got it. Ultra S20 and better than iSheep. Got it. Second shift racing, yes, sir. The MT82 was flawless. Harris says, now you can see if the girl you're meeting off of Bumble is a catfish without leaving your house. Just zoom in. 100 times zoom. I didn't even know that was a thing. So I'm going to try it out later on. But again, I don't need to zoom in. All I need is mostly the selfie mode and about 5 feet away. If the video quality is as good as I think it is, you'll start seeing really nice high quality videos. Not that they were high quality before, but better quality garbage videos for you guys. Now you can... Where is it? Is Auto Blip worth it? So if you guys watch one of the videos that I had on my channel where I was saying a Whipple Gen 2 was for sale, it has Auto Blip in it. It's actually pretty good. Not great. It's pretty good. It's not nearly as good as the stock downshift rev match that you have on Gen 3 19 and up manual cars. Again, 2018 does not have downshift rev matching. 2019 and up has downshift rev matching. We just had a customer go from a 2019 manual to a turbo 400 Whipple car. I didn't have to do much. It just worked. I'm like, here you go. And he turned it on and right. It has all the lights on. And I'm like, but what did, tune wise, I didn't have to do much. And I was very happy about that. So he said, instead of going Billy Badass manual, he went turbo 400, used the same tune, has all the lights, bells and whistles, and it just worked. On 18, I don't think it would have all those lights because what it was looking for, because it has a different clutch sensor and there's a trans mounted sensor for downshift rev matching on 19s that 2018s do not have. I had both of mine side by side and the 2018 trans did not have that sensor or provisions for it. Came by to leave a like and catch the replay tomorrow, says Tony. I use an iPhone because I'm more familiar with the software. No, I get that. And your videos look good. When I swap out the FIC 1000s, I'd gladly send them to you for a comment giveaway. Yeah, that's good. We can do a 1000 cc giveaway because that's like a fucking $700 value. Bro, that'd be cool. I will do a giveaway. I seen the video where you drove an Auto Blip car. That's the one. And it actually is pretty good, just not as smooth as the Gen 3 downshift rev matching. That is phenomenal. Ford really nailed it with that. Look, Corvettes had it before them, and so the 350Zs had it before that. So it's nothing new, but it's new to us. Agent Orange 302 says, Alex, if you had a Boss 302, your ideal mods would be What would you do to a Boss 302? Boss 302, huh? It's got the Torsion Diff, so I'd get that out of there. Put a limited slip, regular style limited slip back there. It's a Gen 1 road race-ish car, but I would obviously make it like a roll car, or not a drag car. I would not make it a drag car. I'd make it more like a roll car, dailyable. I like how it sits. I like the wheels. I would not take the wheels out of it. I like the Boss wheels. They look really good. I like the Laguna Seca front lip. I like that very much. I'd supercharge it for sure. 100% supercharge it. I'd probably upgrade the transmission to a T56 or a Ben Calmer Stage 3. Return style fuel system, E85, 1440 FICs. And I'd probably do, to be honest with you, I'd probably do a Vortec JT V7 3.3 with a 15%, make about 1,000. Because it's not going to be a dig car. I want something that when you're rolling is going to be nasty. And the Vortex just keep making power the more you pull. Alex, why wouldn't you go turbo? The amount of work that's involved putting a turbo in it. So I'd rather just slap on a Vortec V7, 8 rib, 15%, 3.3 upper. I want to make 1,000 because them motors can make 1,000 pretty easily. And I don't have to fuck with turbos or nothing. I don't got to worry about boost controllers. I don't got to worry about lines. I don't got to worry about a blower, JT V7, 3.3 upper, 15% lower, FIC 1440s, return style fuel system. Bitch, it'll be a roll monster. It'll be a roll monster. Boss 302 build would be cool. Looks like only 411s or 456s get 411s. Did they Grey Goose make another pass after the finals? No, sir. No, sir. We'll let Junior Junior explain what we found when we opened it up. It's gonna need some work. Don't worry, Scro. There's plenty of tards out there living real kick-ass lives. My first wife was tarded. She's a pilot now. Idiocracy quotes will always be appreciated on this channel. Marcus Haldrenson gave me 750 ISKs. I don't know what the fuck that is. Probably $1. Thank you, bro. I needed ideas and I value your opinion on these cars. I appreciate you. Yeah, because TVSs to me are great, but I want that car to be a roll. You know, you're already rolling. Leave the suspension moderately alone. If you want to upgrade the wheels, some fucking badass Forged Stars or something. T56 or a Ben Calmer Stage 3. Fuel system, Vortec. It's already got the Boss intake manifold. Fuel system, Vortec, FIC 1440s, and you're going to make 900 plus horsepower on that bitch. No problem. And drive it and be the happiest guy on the planet. Latest fuck. Well, what's up, fellas? Says AJ. Most people just want to say they have the latest and greatest, says Aaron Hopkins. GT 350 manifold versus ported 18. I think the ported 18 might take it, but stock for stock, unported, I've already proven that the 350 manifold makes more power. You described my car, except mine is an SN95, says Joe Myatt. Nice. Alex dropping knowledge like Brandon dropping brain cells. Wait, Brandon from Lund Racing or Brandon like Let's Go Brandon, Joe Biden? Fucking clown-ass clown, bro. Can't wait for that dude to be gone. 350 with the Sentry is insane on the roll. Buddy has one. Oof, a GT 350 5.2 Voodoo with a Vortec V fucking 3. You don't even need a V7 on a 3.6 pulley. Woo! This is going to be a problem. But if you can get a V7 with a 3.3, but again, GT350 is at about 850 to 900, you start to fling rods. So you got to be careful. The TVS does drop off after 6,500, especially with stock cams. Exactly. That's why I like the Vortec. You ever see the power curve of a Vortec? Goes all the way up. A TVS torque goes like this and flat, but horsepower starts to roll off after 6,500. A Vortec goes, just keep going straight up. The faster you spin it, the more power it makes. Love it. Do you get a kick out of the weird names on grudge cars? I do, especially the racist ones. You look, you go to a track, and because in drag racing, there's no real racism. Like you see podunk white boys, black guys, and Puerto Ricans and everything, and the cars are named absolutely racist names. But people get a kick out of it. There was one car here locally that was called Black Cars Matter. I thought it was great. It was Raul's car. Black car was 85 hatch nitrous Windsor car. Like I don't know, way into the 8-second or in the 4-second. I think it's a 4-second 8th mile car. Grudge car, so you never know. But the word, I can't even say it. It's so racist. And I laughed my ass off at the names of these cars. They're funny as fuck. Boy dropping 570 US in Icelandic krona. Thank you. TDC tonight. Come on, Jared Wells. Stop it. I'm not going to give you back-to-back shows. Alex, what would you... Jared Wells has the best... I'm going to probably do it tomorrow. I might do it tomorrow. If I do a show at 8, ended at 9:30, I might do a dad dating channel tomorrow because Jared Wells has the funniest fucking back and forth texts with someone I've seen in a long fucking time. It was the funniest shit I've seen. So I might do a dad dating channel tomorrow after the talking talking shit at 8, and it'll be like 9:30, and that'll be a good one. Hello, Alex in chat says, be lightning. He's late. I smell butthurt. Can you tell the difference between driving on a road between a Torsion Diff and a regular limited slip on an S550? Only like in the middle of a turn or leaving a turn, right? Getting into a turn, I think the Torsion makes it easier to get into a turn and get out. Mid-turn, not so much, whereas the LSD, limited slip diff, will probably like to fishtail out more than the Torsion does. All right, guys, it's 6 o'clock. I am getting the fuck out of here. I'm going to be on tomorrow again, talking shit, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 295 people watching, 280 likes. Thank you guys so much. Love, love, love that you guys are coming by, dropping likes, and keeping everything going. Guys, the channel's doing great. And I'll give you an example as to how it's doing, right? So the way we measure things here, I use a thing called vidIQ. vidIQ shows you algorithmically how the channel's doing, all that stuff. And if you hit on the top right here, you see these blue things right here? Apparently I lost 6 people yesterday, but that's okay. I'll get them back. That was funny. But we are up 27% in the last 7 days. In terms of views, we are up 35% in minutes watched. Subscribers were total up probably over 200. And again, this is how I kind of make sure that everything is going good. If it's an up arrow, it's good. Subscribers, they go up and down all the time. And again, about 70% of the viewers do not even subscribe to my shit. So everything is going really well. So I'm going to get out of here. I'll be on tomorrow, 8 o'clock. We'll go talk some shit then. And we might do a dating channel after that. And we'll hang out together. So see you guys tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. See you later. Talk to you tomorrow.